Welcome. This video we are going to talk about online working or remote working, and our focus here will be one of the platforms, Upwork. So perhaps you are interested in online work and probably you don't know where to start. What you need to know is that there are several platforms out there, and you need to take care as some of those platforms are scam. Perhaps one of the tests that you can use to know whether you are dealing with a legitimate platform or not is to uh, probably know whether you'll be asked to pay before joining. If you are asked to pay before joining, then know that you're dealing with a scam. So there are several platforms that can be recommended. We have Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, peopleperhour.com, among others. So these are some of the legitimate platforms that offer you a chance to sell your skills, and then on your date you earn some money. Upwork is one of the platforms that can be recommended as a starting point for somebody who is starting, and even somebody who is joining at any level. And one advantage of this platform is that you'll not be charged anything to join, and you'll be joining some other 18 million registered freelancers and 5 million clients. And again, the process of application is easy and straightforward, and even when it comes to bidding for a job, it's easy, it's not tedious. Upwork is an American platform where enterprises and individuals connect in order to conduct business. The application process of this is easy, and when it comes also to bidding for jobs, it's easy. So this platform was started some times back. It was originally known as Elance Odesk, but in 2015 Elance Odesk rebranded and became Upwork. This platform is suitable for people who are joining at any level of expertise. And another advantage of this platform is that chances of you losing money are slim, because this platform has an escrow where a client is supposed to deposit some money, and once this money will only be released when satisfied that work has been delivered and the client is satisfied. So perhaps before you start the application process, you need to know whether the skills that you offer or you want to offer are available at Upwork. So Upwork offers some 12 areas of work which can be done online. So these areas include web, mobile and software development, design and creative work, administrative support, writing, legal services, accounting and consulting, among others. So among these areas, they also have some subdivisions or some types. For example, if it's writing, we have various types of writing, so you select on one that you think that you are better qualified. So to start, you need to set up an account where you can join in to work or hire. So our focus here is creation of account of a person who is coming in here to work or to look for work. So you need an account and also to build a profile. So you start by going to the Upwork website, which is www.upwork.com. Here you click on create a free account, and you use your email. So you can either use your work email or your non-work email, the one or the Gmail or Yahoo or whatever email that you have, and you complete the profile. You complete your free account setup by keying in your name, first name and last name, and make sure that you put your official names, because at some point you'll be required to authenticate your identification, and if the names that you have put in your profile don't match those which are in your ID, then that authentication process cannot be completed. After keying in your names, you need to create a password, and you create a strong password and one that you can remember. Then you indicate your country by selecting from a drop down menu that is provided. Then you need to indicate whether you are joining in to hire or work. So those people who are joining in to hire are those people who are looking for people to do some work. Well, if you click on work as a freelancer, you are coming in to look for work. So another step is where you click on whether you want to receive some information from UPWORK. You can either tick or you can leave it blank. But the next section, which is where you accept the terms of service provided by UPWORK, then you need that one, you have to check for you to be able to continue. So once you are done, click on create my account, and a link will be sent to the address that you have given. So you need to give a valid address, one that you can access, and with that link you click on it for the purposes of verifying the address and also completion of registration process. So you'll be prompted to log in with your email that you have used, and also the password that you have created. So once you log in into UPWORK, you will be required to complete your profile, and this serves as an application. The process does not take long. It can take you 10 minutes, and for it to take a shorter period, you should familiarize yourself with the process, and that's what you are doing here in this video, familiarizing yourself with the process, so that when you are going to start applying, you do it quickly and you do it thoroughly. So some of the information that is required here includes giving details such as work experience, your education, the courses that you have done, and also the skills that you possess. So there are two ways of doing this. You can upload your LinkedIn profile, or you fill out the form manually. So let's assume that you don't have a LinkedIn profile, and we do it manually. So you'll go through 12 sections for you to be able to complete this process. And the first question that will be asked is, what is the main service that you offer? So here you'll tell UPWORK about the work that you do or what you intend to do. So you're supposed to select from a drop down menu, and you can select from the 12 areas that are available in this platform, and these are the areas that we had talked about before. So once you select on one area, you can either select writing, and writing has several areas, and that's what you're going to select in the next step. Once you're done with that process of selection, you click on next, and here you'll be required to select skills from the list given. So if you selected design and creativity, or design and creative, there are different types of design and creative which are available. So you click on 4, a maximum of 4. So you can probably tick on animation, graphic design, photography, or any area that you feel that probably you are qualified and you can offer good services that clients will like. So after you do that, you click on next. Section 3, you'll be required to indicate your expert level in the field that you have selected. So there are 3 options. You can either indicate that your level of experience is at entry level, so this indicates that you are relatively new to the field. You can also select intermediate, where you have some substantial experience in the field, or an expert where you have a comprehensive and deep expertise in this field. So you can either select depending on how you feel, but intermediate or expert perhaps will give you an edge. And then you need to be sure that you can be able to support this. So the level, expertise level, need to be supported, and also even the areas that you selected as you can offer services need to be supported, and we are going to see where this is done. The next section will ask you to provide information about your education. Here you'll be required to indicate the schools which you have attended, and that is mandatory. Area of study is optional, but for you to get an edge, you need to fill that area. And also degree, it's optional, but for purposes of getting an approval, it's good to provide that information. And then you provide details on the dates that you attended, and also a short description of the courses that you took. So it doesn't have necessarily to be a university. What you need to do here is to provide information on your education, on courses which are relevant. So you can have done a diploma or whatever course. Here you need to provide some evidence that you have the skills and knowledge for you to be able to perform the work that you have indicated that you can perform. As you fill these sections, perhaps you may feel that there are some areas that you don't have enough information at that moment. So what you can do is that you can skip those areas and revisit them later. So you'll be required to provide employment details where you show the relevant projects that you have done, and you don't have to include, if you have worked in several areas, you don't have to include everything. Only include that which is relevant to the area that you have selected. Then you need to add on languages. You'll be required to indicate your English proficiency, and here don't select basic, select a higher level for you to get an advantage, and add other languages that you are proficient in. So if you are bilingual, and other languages and show the proficiency level. Then you'll be required to select the hourly rate. Here is the rate that you'll be charging for your services. So if you're not sure, you can key in any figure, because you can always change this later, depending on how you feel perhaps you are worth. So this one does not have to, if you are not sure of what you should key in, you can put any figure, but a reasonable figure, because some clients you might hire you on an hourly basis, and probably if you're charging high or you're charging low, then you'll be disadvantaged. Then section 9 is where you'll be required to fill in information on your profession. This is an area that you need to take seriously, because this is an area that will sell you as a freelancer. So here you'll be required to put in a title and a professional overview where you describe yourself, and you have up to 5,000 words to do that. So your profile is an opportunity to show your confidence and competence to potential clients. It is a very critical step, and the title and overview helps you to do that. And these two pieces of information is what shows up in the search results. So you need to do it better, and you do it well, because there might be a client who is searching for skills that you possess. So if you have crafted a good title and professional overview, prospective clients may read that and get interested, and you might get hired on that basis. So when you're writing or when you're crafting a title, you need to ensure that it's short and simple, and also specific, and it should not be more than 10 words. Okay, for example, in our case, of George. He has only said that he's a web design expert. So this need to be short and simple. You need to be specific. You think about the specific services that you want to highlight, and then you need to be unique. Uniqueness is what is going to attract the attention of the people who will be approving your account, and also your client. So you need to craft an original and meaningful title that captures what you do and the specialization areas that you have. It is good to avoid generic descriptions such as hardworking, reliable. Use this section to deliver a message across. The next process is where you provide a professional overview. Again, this is another area that will highlight what you do, and it will attract the attention of the client. So the first few statements of your professional overview need to be catchy. The introduction need to be good, because this is what appears in the search results. And also it helps UPWORK to suggest some project that you can do. So this area need to be done well. You need to ensure that it's original, unique, and creative, okay, where you allow your professionalism or personality to shine through, and include some of your excitement for the work you do, instead of just providing facts. Again, you need to include some testimonials that can vouch for your background and professionalism. So ensure that those testimonials are relevant to the types of projects that you are looking for. So you need to illustrate your expertise through providing quotes from previous experiences, and this is a very powerful tool. And at this level, you don't need to provide so many testimonials. You need to, or portfolios. You need to, one is required. One will be enough, and then perhaps when you're approved, you can add more depending on the type of projects that you want to engage in. So other thing that you need to provide is a profile photo. Ensure that the photo that you provide is well captured, and it's your image. Don't present any other image, because this will count when they are approving your account, and it might add you some points. You need to also to provide your location, your country, your street address, city, and postal code. So all this information is required. You need also to provide your phone details, and ensure that when you're giving this information, you give genuine phone number, because at some point you may be required to verify that phone number. And also, in case you are approved and you happen to forget the password, you'll use that phone to verify. You'll be sent a code, and then that is what you're going to use to create or to have another password. So once you are done with that process, you need to preview the profile to ensure that you have filled everything, so there are no gaps. And also, if there are areas that you need to revise, you do it appropriately. Once you are satisfied that you have done your best, you can complete the submission process, where you submit the profile, and then you wait for some time. I think it's 24 hours, and they'll give you a feedback. They will either approve you. Once you're approved, you can start bidding for jobs right away. Unfortunately, if you are rejected, you'll be sent an email where you'll be encouraged to probably retry or reapply, and try your luck. And once you are rejected, and you feel that you should reapply, you need to change some of the details, because presenting the same thing again will lead to rejection. So that's the process that you go through. In our next video, we are going to look at what next after approval of your account. So thank you for listening, or thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and even leave a comment. Thank you.